Okay, so I'll with you made a point about Rashford earlier, and I think I also have an opinion on Rashford. I feel like with Marcus Rashford not being selected for the Euros, I think it's a big mistake on Southgate's side. Because when it comes to the Euros is basically a one game tournament as you advance, and I expect England to advance easily from the group stages. But then when you get to the round of 16 quarters, semis, I feel like you need players who have the experience. You get Anthony Gordon is a very good player. I've had him in my FPL the whole season, so obviously I rate him. But with a tournament like the Euros, you need your best players. You need players who can deliver even under pressure. And personally, I think Anthony Gordon can do it, but I think Rashford would have been better even if he was in the squad. So because you need this type of players who can make things happen out of nothing. You get it. You don't. It's not always about pacey wingers, but you need wingers who can also shoot, cutting shoot like Rashford did against City this season. You need that experience. Rashford, Grealish, you need those guys in the team. It doesn't always have to be young guys. But let's see. I feel like Southgate made a mistake, and even with Rashford at United having a bad season, personally, I think it's down to Ten Hag. Like I've always said, Ten Hag is not. I don't think he's a very good man manager, as we've seen with how he has treated Varane, how he treated Maguire himself, treated Ronaldo, of course. I think he's not a very and even Sancho, he's not a very good man manager, so he's not able to get the best out of um, individuals or star players. But I feel like Rashford is good and he has not been treated well by United.
I won't say you are telling lies. Neither will I say what you're saying is right. Now, even before I get to the Ten Hag issue on Southgate not picking Rashford. Now, take note. There's Luke Shaw in the team, right?
Yeah.
So Luke Shaw has not really played any game this season, but he's still there. It should tell you something. Now, Harry Maguire was only dropped just because he had a calf injury. We all know Maguire has always been with England, and he would have gone to Euros had it
Yes.
not been the injury. So Rashford not really selected doesn't really come down to the point of there's something beyond what we just see.
Yeah,
Psychologically,
sorry.
psychologically, psychologically, I think I recently listened to a podcast or something concerning Rashford himself talking about how he has lost certain close people to him and other issues that are not even related to football. So for me, as a good coach, if I were in Southgate's shoes, I would have given the boy a rest. I mean, come on. He needs some time off. He has been really off this season, very, very off. And we all know Rashford is not like that. We've seen the potentials of Rashford. Ranking from the under 23 straight to the United team, playing in Euro finals. I mean, we know who he is in big games, in big tournaments. So let's not say Southgate has made a wrong decision or wrong choice till everything plays out wrongly. For now, let's give them the support that they need. Rashford needs help too. He has to sit back and get some good summer in him, do some, nice developed trainings and come back stronger. And with the second part, the Ten Hag issue, come on. Ten Hag never treated Ronaldo wrongly. Ten Hag has never treated Varane wrongly. He never treated Jadon Sancho wrongly. He never
if you,
treated
if you
Marco.
if you say that if you say that if you say
See,
that then we are
see.
lying. No,
Let me
relax.
tell you,
Usually our audience know ball. Like not it's not just anyone who watches this
I mean,
show.
I mean, I mean,
They know
I
ball.
mean,
They know what Ten Hag has done. We can't
no, I
refute
mean,
it.
it all comes down to viewpoint, and our viewpoints are not the same. To me, Jadon Sancho, come on. Which coach will actually? I know my friends even used to make a joke that has been sent to exile. He was given an extended period of break. The coach actually hired a physical instructor for him alone to get training himself somewhere far away from England to psych him and keep him, and I mean his confidence back. And we all saw what happened when Sancho came back his first game, full of blazing confidence. He was playing very well. Now all of a sudden he drops off and gets back to his old performance. And I'm not blaming Ten Hag. Southgate has made several comments before of him not being a good trainer, and even United player himself. I think a time ago it was just a normal YouTube video. They're asking of people that report to training late and don't really train, or out of jokes. People actually mentioned Jadon Sancho's name. So you should know the type of player he is. I mean, if you get me correctly,
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
and in our local, I mean, reasoning, if you do something with mommy or daddy and you are even wrong, he is right or she is right. So if Jadon Sancho was actually willing to play good football, you could have actually proved your performances should prove your traitors. You don't say, oh, this and this. No, Grealish, you all know the scrutiny Grealish has faced. He's winning trophies, so you see, he's not a player anymore. He doesn't really. I mean, he didn't really do anything this, but he has a trophy to boast of. So your performances should tell us that, oh, what Ten Hag is saying there, Ten Hag is telling lies. But no, he went to Dortmund. I'm still seeing the same Sancho. He didn't do any extraordinary thing. His goals were not even more than 5. His assists were not even more than 10. It is still the same old Sancho. So I don't really see any issue with Ten Hag making him the outcast of the team. It was good for the team, though, to me. I feel it was good for the team. And he did what was best. So if Sancho really wants to play football, he should come back down this year. I don't know. I don't think he's coming back, though. But wherever he ends up in, he should go and prove to us that he is still Jadon Sancho. If not, then what every coach is saying about him is true. And Ten Hag never made any lie about it. Sancho is never who he thinks he is. Not getting called up by England previous years ago should tell you enough. So, I mean, he should sit up. He has to sit up. Enough of the talking and play football. That's what we want from him.
Okay, so this leads me to a very interesting question I've been thinking about, and it's about Manchester United.
Mhm.
To me, I have a personal belief that Manchester United kills good players and talent. And let me give examples of players who
All right.
were
All
ballers
right.
before United and after United, but they didn't do well
Yeah.
for United. I know Mourinho has said if they play, how they play and where they play. But
Thank you for
let's
making that.
no, but let's be real.
All right. All right.
Di Maria left Man United. He left Madrid. He left Madrid and came to
Yeah.
United. It didn't work for him.
Yeah.
We know
Never wait for him.
we know the football Paul Pogba played. If it wasn't for his drag thing that has just happened, we know Paul Pogba. We know he was close. He was the closest to De Bruyne in my opinion. Maybe even at the same level because I really
Yeah.
like Paul Pogba. Then
Yeah.
we then aside that we have Alexis Sanchez. We know the football Alexis Sanchez played before getting there.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have I would also put Maguire in that category. But even Maguire, he did well in the beginning. Then who else? We have Memphis Depay, who after United proved that United has an issue. Now we have Ronaldo coming back and now giving this interview saying that the standards are low. We have Zlatan Ibrahimovic also saying that when he left United, he says that United, the club inside the club, he has a very small mentality. So we have all these players who have come to United and have left, and it looks like the common factor in their or the common low in their career is Manchester United. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah. Actually, some of your statements are not wrong facts to say. Yeah, actually, some of them are actually true, but some of them I actually argue about them. I mean, in previous years, let's stretch it down to 10, 15 years, ever since Alex Ferguson left. You've all seen what has happened to my lovely team. There has been change of coaches, change of staffs, different style of plays, almost every year or a year and a half. We've seen it. From David Moyes to Luis Van Gaal to Jose Mourinho to how do you call it, Ragnick to Ole to Ten Hag himself right now. I mean, more than 7 coaches have come in, and everybody's trying to do his best. To me, we all know who Cristiano Ronaldo is. Cristiano Ronaldo has played for Manchester United before. It was actually Manchester United who made Cristiano Ronaldo who he is now. And I won't even lie about that. Now, his second coming, don't forget that he never had any poor season. No. Ronaldo didn't have any poor season in United. Fine, he had his own problems with United. Things didn't go well, but he was still up there. You could see from the numbers, he was still there. For me, I feel Ronaldo didn't win. I don't remember Ronaldo winning any trophy at United.
No.
Or no, he didn't win any trophy at United. And if he says his standards has dropped, fine, because to him he wins a trophy every season. So if he feels like he has come back to United and things are not going well, it's clear. Me myself sitting as a fan, I see it. United celebrating an FA Cup win. Charlie, come on. We were above that. But that's our standard now. And the fans have to accept that that is what we have become. We only need a rebuild. And it will not take 1 day or 2 days or a year. That is what the fans are actually not willing to accept. For me, I feel Eric is the right man. Any he has given us 2 trophies in 2 seasons. Give the guy some time. It is time that we need. We also Arteta at Arsenal. Arteta has not won any major trophy. Don't forget, Arteta, aside the FA Cup, he has not won any major trophy. But Arsenal are playing some good football now and it's getting their fans excited. So give Eric Ten Hag some time. Let him do what he wants to do. New coaches coming in, going out, coming in, they all come with their own philosophies. They all come with their own ideas. They all come with their own. Let us give him the benefit of the doubt. Let him manipulate the team in the way he wants it. Get him what he wants, and let's see what happens. And aside that, players not excelling. You made mention of Alexis Sanchez. You made mention of Memphis Depay. You made Angel Di Maria. You've seen all those players come in, leave United. They didn't perform well at United, but they go other teams and perform well. It all comes down to the players themselves. Let me tell you something. You mentioned Mourinho's statement that watch if they play, how they play, and where they play, and it will answer to give you an answer. Where does Memphis Depay play right now? He ended up at Atletico Madrid. Now ended up at Atletico Madrid right now. He's even a free agent. Will he get a better team to play? I doubt. Now let's pick Alexis Sanchez. Where is he now? I don't know. Inter Milan?
Yeah,
Is he
Inter.
still under
But
contract?
he's
That
leaving.
does he see part two, Paul Pogba. Now he had one of his best, football careers in United. He won about 3 to 4 trophies. But sometimes, aside football, it all comes down to attitude. You all know how Paul Pogba is. He had that little ego, Zlatan's kind of ego, and he was right because he knew how to play the football. But things don't work out sometimes, and just have to allow things to play emotion. Popovic, time at United wasn't because of bad performance. We all saw the performance he used to put up, the numbers he used to put up, the great passes he used to give. He won the Europa with us. He won an FA Cup. He won the English League Cup. He won a Community Shield. Yeah, and he even won a World Cup during that same regime. So even in one of his poor seasons at United, he went back to France to win the World Cup. So it should tell you the kind of player he is. Pogba is not a bad player. Just that things don't work out in certain places, and that is it for Paul Pogba's situation. Same for Zlatan, and same for Cristiano Ronaldo probably. For me, his second coming was very useless. I don't care what United fans will say, but his second coming sent us back somewhere that we didn't have to go to. We also what Ole was doing. Come on, the lockdown United. I miss those times. And all of a sudden he decided to bring in Ronaldo, play according to his style. Whatever he thinks he is, he was bigger than the team, whatever he had to do. Alex Ferguson made mention of a statement that if any player feels like he's bigger than the team, you should show him the exit door. For me, in Ronaldo's case, he needed the exit door. He had to go. You can't entertain a 36, 37-year-old man who thinks you should pass the ball to him for him to score. He was poor. In his final season before he left United, he was poor. The whole team was poor. And he himself was poor. So for me, it was a right decision for Ronaldo to leave so that we know what to do next. We can't be dependent on a 36, 35-year-old striker. Give him extra 2 years. He plays for some time. He has to go. And that has been United's problem. Now, after Alex Ferguson left, what's the style of strikers you signed? From Robin Van Persie to Radmel Falcao to Edison Cavani. They only play 2 years and they leave. So Ronaldo leaving, we found Rasmus Hojlund now. It will take some time. He's young. Even if he stays in United for 7 years, he's not even above 29 years now. So let's give them some time. Let's give this new team some time. We will be there. Not now, but eventually we'll be there. The pressure is too much, and I understand the fans, but they should let things roll out like how it's supposed to be. If they are patient enough, I tell you, we see great things from United.
Okay, that's good. So this leads me to the next question. Do you think the standards at United have dropped? The standards at United, because like you rightly said, United jubilating winning an FA
Yeah,
Cup. I understand is against City. We are your rivals.
yeah,
Say
rivals.
same. So I understand the excitement, but jubilating winning an FA Cup after 5 or 6 days, still posting, because I see your Twitter, I see people's Twitter like,
I'm I'll post after this show too.
yes, is the
I'll
jubilate,
still
and also you were talking about the striker situation. Do you feel like uh the standards have dropped so bad that it's difficult to even attract world class, because right now the type of players United are signing, although we know that yeah, you are looking at potential, but you are not able to attract any proper player. Like let's be honest, most players would rather go to
yeah,
City or Arsenal or a Madrid or
yeah.
a Barca rather than come to United now. Do you think the standards have dropped? And also look at some of your fans. We'll talk about that later. So let's hear your opinion on this.
The standards have dropped. They have. The standards have totally dropped. I mean, from winning about 20 league titles to winning none in about 10 years, it should tell you there's a perfect answer for you to know. Jubilating playing in an Europa, it should tell you where we are now. The standards have dropped. And that is what we should look forward to achieve. We should get back to who we were and what we were. That that PSC United, the United that people used to. I hope you get it.
Yeah.
So we should get back. In those previous times, you wake up to see a United team with Dimitar Berbatov, you see Michael Carrick in the middle, you see a Paul Scholes, you see a Van der Sar in the post, you see a Rio Ferdinand in the village. I mean, team you see player, you see a Harry Maguire and a Victor Lindelof at the back. I'm not saying they are bad players, but it's a drop of standard. There was no way a Victor Lindelof was going to start in an Alex Ferguson team. There was no way a Wan Bissaka was going to start in an Alex Ferguson's team. So it should tell you where we are now. We can't attract big players. We can't attract big players. But it is not far beyond us in using what we have to do what we can do. It's like you want to cook jollof rice. If I give you 5 cups, you can cook jollof rice. If you give me 2 cups, we'll all still cook jollof rice. It depends on how I'm going to do it. So the players that we have right now, let's show the fans something. They should show the fans something. They should show that, oh, this is what we can do. That is why you should get us a big player. We've had big player signings in some years now. I know you can attest to some of those facts. Big players, and you signed Zlatan, you signed Paul Pogba, you signed Alexis Sanchez. Things have not gone really well after signing these people. So uh, our standards have dropped and we need to pick ourselves up. And aside that, certain players leaving the team and saying that the standards have dropped, the training pitch is this is that, this is that. It should clearly tell you that we need to set up. Right now, I'm hearing we have new owners as part, CEOs now. They want to establish new methods, they want to establish new ideas to help the team move forward. So let's see what they have for us. It's time we have to do away with the Glazers. They've been a commercial football kind of owners. Football is business too, but I don't think they are really interested in what United, will get them. Because in previous years that we are not performing well, our financial books are balancing. They are still making those monies. So it should tell you that they are not in for any proper football. So let's see what Ratcliffe and his people have for us, the kind of players they want to buy, what their plan is. Give ourselves some time. I tell you, if we don't win an Europa this season, if we don't win an Europa League this season, we don't win any trophy this season, then I don't think we are ever resurrecting again. Probably that we might end up like us now. Probably. Might end up like us.
Okay, so the way forward for United. Do you really believe Ten Hag is the guy, or you want a Tuchel, you want a Nagelsmann? Do you really still believe that Ten Hag is the guy and do you really think Rasmus Højlund is the striker to lead you to get the goals? Like you compare, because Højlund is not far from from Haaland. He's in terms of age. So
Yeah,
you have City, we have Haaland, Madrid have Mbappe. Teams have
yeah,
strikers.
yeah.
So do you think Hoyland is the one to lead you to the promised land, and Ten Hag is the guy, is the way forward for United?
Um, I won't say Ten Hag should leave. I will never vouch for that. There have been times where I've been on Twitter speaking harshly about Ten Hag here and there. I mean, it's out of emotions, but bad deal. It's not a bad deal. Football is all about winning. Probably he might not play the best of football. He might not play the best of games. He might not have the right tactics sometimes. But I mean, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. There has been several coaches in the PL and I've not won anything. You've all seen Pochettino at Tottenham, seen Pochettino at Chelsea. I mean, come on, there's nothing to write home about. So let's give Ten Hag the benefit of the doubt. For the league, I am not even convincing him to win. He should forget about that. He all knows City is up there. He can try though, only try then he was second. I'm not telling him to go and try anything. I want us to gather small steps. We've won the Carabao, we moved on to the FA Cup, you win the Europa next, you try and get yourself in the Champions League. Little by little, you gather some stones and you keep it up and stand on it. So let's see what he has for us. I don't want him to leave because I don't need a Thomas Tuchel in my team. I don't need a Xavi Hernandez in my team. He has started a project. Let us see what his project has for us. Should a Xavi Hernandez or a Thomas Tuchel step foot in my team? He's also coming with his own players. Now, where is the Diogo Dalot that we built? Bruno Fernandes is having to adapt to a new style of play. Rasmus Højlund has to adapt to a new style of play. I mean, so let us leave Ten Hag in his seat now, probably a year or two, and let's see what he has to offer for us. In a
Okay,
year,
sorry,
mhm,
sorry. You mentioned style of play. Do you think United
mhm.
have a style of play or an identity? Because personally, from the
For
matches I've
now,
seen,
for now, for now,
I've not seen any style of. It's just
for now,
boom, boom.
for now, good. For now, there are only two games that I can call out for you to see that United has a style of play. Now, one is this final against you.
No, you can't use
Hold on,
that. You can't
hold on,
use that
hold
final
on. I'm coming.
because okay,
I'm coming. I'm coming. Hold on. That final against you. Then there was once whereby we played by Chelsea. I think I don't remember. Was it last year? We beat them 4-1. Now, when you watch those games, you could actually see a clear state of mind of what Eric Ten Hag wants to do. For me, I feel like this season he has been affected by injuries, and the style of football whereby he wants Onana to play from the back wasn't helping him. You don't tell me Harry Maguire is good with his feet. You all see the calmness and responsiveness Varane and Martinez brings to us, and he was clear in the final. I mean, you could see that all those people were pressing the ball. Anytime United get the ball, they have something they want to do. They want to play in the middle, then they play on a counter. And we saw it resulted in 2 goals. You clearly saw it yourself. And they played for the whole 90. They strived against Chelsea that we beat them 4-1. You saw what they did. So, I mean, for now, when you see United play, you don't see any style of play. They kick the ball all around. But I feel like Ten Hag has never had his full set of team in a whole season. He had 33 different, I mean, standards of setting up defensive patterns. He has people coming in and going out. Sometimes he even has to play Willie Cambuala with a pairing of Casemiro. Sometimes he has to go and play Wan Bissaka on the left. Sometimes he has to play Diego Dalot on the left. I mean, things like that. And it didn't really work out for him. So he says injuries. And I agree to that. Injuries affect how you play sometimes. City sometimes clearly miss Kevin De Bruyne, and they don't have to lie about it. City sometimes miss Erling Haaland and they don't have to lie about it. Sometimes the presence of Kyle Walker is missed when he's not around. So I would say injuries is a problem to United. I've heard them hiring a new, I mean, physio or something. Good for them. They are trying to make amends for the mistakes they did last season. So let's Ten Hag get his full set, get his team that he wants. Then we can blame him and call him out if he makes certain mistakes. If not, I'm never going to call out Eric Ten Hag for having a bad season. Things didn't go well, but to me, I'll still give him a 7/10 score. He's an okay coach for me.
A 7/10. That
A
is
7/10.
generous
It's an okay
because
coach.
I don't think he even crosses five, even though he has won, even though he
And
has
and and
won
I, and I, and I,
trophies.
and I get where you're coming from. You have a Pep Guardiola, but if you have a Pochettino in your team, you understand the 7/10 I'm
No,
talking about.
no, 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 no. You
I
see,
mean, I
um,
mean, let's be honest with ourselves. The United team over there, if Pep Guardiola was our coach, I think only one player will be starting in that team over there. That is Bruno Fernandes. And I won't lie about that. So Ten Hag managing this group of people and actually wanting to win something with them. It's something even beyond him. Coming from the Dutch league to Ajax to come and coach the biggest team in the world, one of the biggest teams in the world with all this pressure. Even when you're winning games, the media is calling you out. How much more you not winning games, having to adapt to everything in England. And I mean, he's done okay. He's done okay. To me, 2 trophies in 2 seasons. I don't know what more we want from him.
No,
And it's
no.
okay for me.
You see,
It's okay.
when you can't complain about the squad. I don't think you can, because
Mhm,
this is it.
mhm.
Who signed your goalkeeper?
It was Ten Hag.
Very terrible goalkeeper. Onana is a bad keeper. With his hands, he can't catch. He's
But
terrible.
he made the most saves in the PL just because you say he faced the most shots.
Of course,
Oh,
no.
oh,
If you face a lot of shots, you but
good.
we no. You see
So
there you see
so what
there you
you say-
see
what you
what makes
say
what
made him
no you
face the
see
most shots?
no you see what makes football beautiful is that
Hmm.
we also watch it.
Yeah.
So when you bring statistics,
Mhm.
what we can tell is that we also watch the match,
The
because
matter of
we've seen
and
we've seen what he has done in the pool, and we know he's
yeah,
not good.
yeah,
After every United match, Onana has to trend. We know he's not good. He's
yeah,
not good, and that's a Ten Hag signing. He signed
yeah,
Martinez, injury guy. He signed Casemiro, wasted. He signed Mason Mount, wasted. He signed Anthony, wasted. So Ten Hag has done all these things. So you can't really say that Ten Hag has, you can't blame, because the squad, there are players he has signed. He signed Hoyland, wasted. So we cannot really say, we cannot say Ten Hag is innocent or has not done anything. We can't give him the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, so all these players were signed by Ten Hag. So
yeah.
you really can't blame, you really can't blame the crop of players he has, because he signed them. He signed Anthony. Look at this. He signed Anthony, and Anthony he has not been great, if we are
For
being
me,
honest.
for me, the worst signing ever made was Anthony. Now I feel like it all has to even come down with the whole Anthony signing issue. Price tag is also becoming a problem. Signing Anthony for 100 million was totally absurd. But if Anthony was a 10 million, 20 million pound player, everybody would have looked down on that. And he's good to keep on the bench. He's not playing good football to me, but he's actually a squad player. I mean, a player that is fit and is always there. You give him the nod to show up when it's needed. But he has been an abysmal signing of all the people Ten Hag decided to sign. Lisandro Martinez, on his good days, is a good player. Injuries have been one of his health. But anytime he's there, come on, he shows up his all. He gives his all. You saw him in the final. His all. He played one of the most amazing, centerpiece back games he has ever done for United. So I won't say Ten Hag has so many bad signings. Casemiro, I'll give him the nod. It's okay. This season he has been a little off, but he's even playing in a centre back role, which I think probably he's not used to. So I also look on that. And Rasmus Højlund I think this is first season in United. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
fair first.
Yes. And he has more than 10 goals, I'm sure. He should have more than 10 goals.
But 10 goals for a 70 million player.
And please, I've seen big players that have come in teams and have not scored any goal. Please, let me be okay. 70 million.
Even Darwin
You
Nunes has
know,
more.
how these transfers are now. I don't think you even get a Julian Alvarez under 60 million now. Those times, Julian Alvarez should have been like a 50 million pound player.
No, we know we bought Julian Alvarez for 15 million. So we know City we don't sign anyhow. Julian Alvarez was
Yes,
15 million
good. Right now, if you're selling Julian Alvarez to any other team, how much are you going to sell Julian Alvarez?
because he has won the World Cup, he has won the treble. He has
Have
won the
where
Premier League now too.
where did you sign Julian Alvarez from? Where?
River Plate.
That is my answer for you.
No, so
That
it's
is
up
my answer.
so it's up to your coach to and your scouts to scout the
And good.
right
You see,
players.
Even with United fans, sometimes they feel like the coach is the only one signing the player. It is more than that too. I can actually bet with you that some players that City have signed, Pep Guardiola sometimes won't even be of 100%. I mean, acceptance to it, but it still works out. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say.
No, see the way City is run in a different way, so you will not
Good,
understand.
good,
With City, the coach has to agree to the player. The coach gets what he wants. So City is run differently too.
so,
That's why you are
and
where
that's
you are, and that's why I'm where I am. Let's make that difference.
I won't argue about that. And that's why I told you that Rascliffe and his people are in. I've seen people that he has pulled on board. I think he has pulled one guy from your board. He has that
Yeah.
Ashford from Newcastle. Let's see how things work out. United didn't even have a sporting director for about 15 to 20 years, and they told me they were a team with Ed Woodward sitting down, running everything. So it should tell you some standards that we were in. Things were working. What magic was working in previous times. Now football magic doesn't work like that anymore. You have to do something. You have to set standards. You have to have something built. Then you build on that. So let's see what they do. Yeah, I'm having high hopes for Eric Ten Hag and the new board,
Okay.
and I'm having
So
high.
so what are your targets for next season? Where do you think United would be or should be next season?
I don't want to sound delusional, but looking at how things are now, there's no way we are passing City. There's no way we are passing Arsenal. Probably we'll hang in there in the third position. I want us to win an Europa, get back to the League Cup final once more, the FA Cup final once more. Let's get ourselves back to the Champions League spot, and we'll see how things play out. Like probably 2 trophies at the end of the season will be okay for me. So
Wonderful.
that's what I
Wonderful.
want. I think Liverpool having a new coach, they will have to. I don't know how things are going to go for that. I don't want to speak much about them. I don't care about them. But I still feel we should finish ahead of them if things really go well. Arsenal, probably they're already there. They have their setup. They have their old squad. They still have their old coach. But let's see what happens there. Aston Villa are going to play Champions League for the first time. I don't know how things will be for them. But if things go well, a third position or a second position with an Europa and an FA Cup or Carabao Cup for me will be an okay season to me.
Wonderful. So, my last question. There is something I realized about United fans, and I think it's sad. I will. Yeah, to me, it's sad. But I think it's on I even mention names. You, Hans, and a couple of other guys.
Eh,
If someone doesn't know you, they will think you guys support Real Madrid. Why do you run away from United?
I've
Are
not,
you ashamed? Cause when United back in the when I started supporting City, that was
mhm,
somewhere '08, and United was in full force.
yeah.
I never saw one United fan run to Madrid. But all of a sudden, you guys are what's the reasoning?
Maybe you didn't know us.
No,
Maybe you
cause
know
you
us back then.
cause for you like this, you don't like Ronaldo. You used to like Ronaldo, and
I
you no
used to,
longer
but
and
I
you
no
no
longer like
and you no longer like Ronaldo, which is because I think maybe
it's not been
you are lacking vision, which is fine. But yeah, so why do you guys do that? Because
uh,
I see Hans posting on Twitter this. I see you guys Madrid,
oh,
Hala Madrid, but all of you guys
but
are United fans.
I mean, come on. You know me up close. You know me personally. I'm more of a bigger United fan than a Madrid fan. I'm not a Madrid fan. I actually, how will I even put it? What's the right word to? I'm a sympathizer.
Sympathizer
I'm a sympathizer.
with Madrid.
Yes, yes. I like the Madrid team, but United is up there, and I know you also have a soft spot for another team which you don't want to declare. For that one, it is your own cup of tea.
Accra Great Olympics.
Fine, if I can't get Olympics, fine. But it's that kind of situation whereby you have a team you support. But I mean, United don't have any bad mouth about Madrid. You are brothers, so and you're all authentic United fans don't like Barcelona. Either you can ask around. All authentic United, none of them like Barcelona. So if you are joining forces with your master to put Barcelona down, I mean, it should be good news for you. So that's why I feel most United boys ran too much. But we are not running away. When United was playing the FA Cup final, before the game, I was on Twitter all around saying we are going to beat you. I was in your DMs. letting you know that we'll beat you before the game. So I mean, come.
No, but you guys ran away too much. Like I just realized 80% of the Ghanaian Real Madrid fans are Man United fans, and I was shocked. I was like, oh really? Because when United won, all of them were
And
posting.
funny enough, you know, all Barca fans are also City fans. All the City fans, about 40 or 50% of them are Barcelona fans.
Those are the City fans that
And
started
not
supporting City. Those are the City fans
because of
that
Pep Guardiola.
No, those are the City fans who started supporting City probably after 2016. Those are the guys. But for me, that I started even before Roberto Mancini was City coach. I really
All
hate
right.
Barca. I don't like Barca. I don't like Messi. I don't like anything Barca. I really wish them. I really wish they are relegated. I wish they don't succeed in football. Yeah, I really don't like
Yes.
Barca. Yeah, so those are the new City fans that we are getting, and it's not their fault because Pep came from there. But
Yeah.
yeah, but you guys should not run away like that. It's sad. Like I see Hans Hala Madrid, then not knowing Hans is a Man U fan. I'm like, bro, why are you
United
running
fan. It's
away?
a United fan.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll be back. Don't worry. We'll be back.
All
We'll be
right,
back strongly next forward to that.
all right. That's wonderful. Thank you for joining us today. It's been
Oh, and,
insightful.
and even before you wrap up, don't forget you are meeting on the 12th of August. I stand to be corrected, though. You are
Correct.
taking the
So
plate.
you know
Yeah, you are taking.
we
And you
are
know how funny. That's another conversation for another day. When United win a trophy and they decide to put new names on it,
yeah,
we'll,
but
we'll get back to.
we are not like us now. We don't really need community shield. So
Okay.
yeah, we'll field our youngsters for you. We are not
Because
as
I quite we won the League Cup. They called it a Mickey Mouse Trophy, and Liverpool are now jubilating it. But that's actually another
no
topic for another day.
that's their
So,
level. That's their level. We don't jubilate such things. We are Club World Cup and like we are Club World Cup.
Messi, encara 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 Messi, encara